Alright, we are back in Pillars of Eternity, and I have just now learned that the key that I used to start recording activates fast mode and some other stuff. I finally moved the logo on my recording so it's not covering up the portraits down here, but it doesn't matter as much because my two companions are dead now. They died as we exited the ruins. I looted their corpses, and then I moved on. So it looks like the new skill that I got is paying off already because my focus at rest is 10 now instead of 7, which means I can immediately cast a tenuous grasp or a whisper of treason at the start of combat, which is very cool. I hope to be able to use that to my advantage, but it looks like we're moving on by ourselves to try to find the Gilded Vale. The only thing that I can see to do is to go down here to this little archway and click on this compass and see what happens. It takes us to the world map, where we where do we go from here? I'm trying to click on Gilded Vale, but we can't click on that. Looks like the only place we can click on is the Valewood. It will take you 6 hours to complete your journey from Silant Lys to the Valewood. Okay, wait. No, stop. I am thinking that perhaps I should rest first, because I am fatigued. And yet I don't quite know how to do that. I do have some stuff. I do have like some camping kits or something, as I recall. Wherever they went, where'd they go? Where'd my camping kits go? Are they gone now? My dog is staring at me like she wants something. Hold on. She's also very stinky. Where did my... Oh, camping supplies. There they are. I have 2 camping supplies. How do I use them? Can I click on them? I don't know how to play this game yet. Okay. I'm thinking I'm just gonna use the map and see what happens. If I die on the road to the Valewood from exhaustion, surely it will stop me from doing that. If I was going to die on the road, a talk icon will appear, something. Quest updated, the Gilded Vale. Well, I have gained 169 experience points. 6 hours have passed. I've reached the Valewood. The village of Gilded Vale lies just beyond. There's a nice butterfly. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my melee weapons because... Oh, there's a corpse lying here right away. And there's some flowers. I'm switching to my melee weapons because I'm all by myself. So I'm probably going to be fighting melee. Leather armor and camping supplies. Uh-oh, I'm already at the maximum camping supplies. You know what that means? That means I'm gonna camp. And hopefully reduce my fatigue. Camping allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. Camping will consume a camping supply. Choose a camping bonus. Damage reduction, heal multiplier, movement, racial accuracy bonus, consumable duration, or damage versus flank. Oh, I only have one thing I can pick. Damage reduction is what I get. Let's rest. Am I having a dream? No. 8 hours have passed. Ah, my exhaustion is gone. I have damage reduction. Yay! Now I can pick up this camp supply and replenish the camp. Perfect. And we'll pick up this Admith's Wirt. Is there anything up here at the top of the map? No. I wish it was easier to see things you can click on, but it apparently is not easier. Oh! Is that a ghost? Oh. I saw a transparent guy walking around. I hope he's not gonna kill me. Was that a ghost or a bug? I'm not sure. I don't see him anymore. Well, it looks like there's only one way to go. And that is through this very obvious tunnel trap area. Nobody's gonna kill me, right? I'm a poor merchant from the archipelagos. From the Deadfire archipelagos. I'm just here to trade. I feel like I'm being overly cautious. Oh, maybe not. I still see ghosts walking around. Is that because of the weird visions that I'm having? I feel like that's because of my weird visions. A river reed. Nice. A lovely waterfall. And a lovely corpse. There are corpses all about. This corpse has no supplies for me. There's a lamppost. So the road goes down that way, but I feel like I want to explore this way. And perhaps encounter mischief. Or shattered pieces of a crate are strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables. And a young wolf. I fear no young wolf. I will boldly run up and kill you, all by myself. This might be a huge mistake. What does the 52% mean? Wait, I have spells I can use, right? Mind Wave. Boom. I don't feel like I'm doing very good. Well, he's injured. I got him. Wolves don't scare me. I am not afraid of wolves. Now I have another wolf pelt. And here's some mushrooms. Settler's arrow. A lot of butterflies around here. I'm not sure I'm making progress here. I feel like I'm just sort of wandering aimlessly. Just collecting supplies. I think that's all I'm doing. Wait, oh, here's something. That looks like a cave. Let's make a mental note of that cave, but we'll not go in just yet. There's another exit off to the map. Is that how I get to, wait, can I get to the Gilded Vale from here? Nope. That's, no, don't go that way. That's the wrong way to the Gilded Vale. I'm just looking around for things to click on. Hey, it's the road. And another ghost. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have all been abandoned. Have been overturned and abandoned. Oh, this is the road that I would have been following if I hadn't just taken a shortcut, I think. I think what I'm supposed to get from this: the northwest to Girin's Grasp and south to the Gilded Vale. Okay. Girin's Grasp is the caves? Uh-oh. What have I just encountered? Oh, crap. It's an outlaw. Oh. Hell no. I am a merchant from the Pirate Islands. I am well versed in dealing with outlaws. Stand aside. Well, there's no point in charming or fearing them, because there's only one. I guess I will cast a mind wave upon this outlaw. Take that. Fight. Oh, this outlaw is going down. You are nothing compared to the pirates I am used to dealing with. The outlaw is dispatched. Oh wow, silver fennings. Nice. Lockpicks, nice. An open helm. How does that compare to the one I'm using? It is basically the same. Leather armor, small shield, and a sword. I mean, I guess we'll just put them all in the stash to sell in town. I feel like I need to explore every inch of this map. I feel like that's my purpose. Oh! And a touch more salt. How long does it take to make some damn stew? Don't rush me. You have to let the meat absorb the flavor. You'll be absorbing the sharp end of my dagger if you don't hurry up. This is a bandit camp. I feel like I don't want to tangle with 3 bandits. I feel like maybe I should just go to town. I bet what is going to happen is I'm going to get to town and I'm going to find some people and they're going to be like, hey, can you go deal with those bandits? And then I'll come back and deal with the bandits. That is probably what's going to happen. Because there were 3 of them and there's only 1 of me. So I think I'm just going to move on to the Gilded Vale. It will take 8 hours to complete your journey from Valewood to the Gilded Vale. Sure. I have no sense of time. The athletic skill is used to perform actions like climbing, swimming, and jumping in scripted interactions. Classes like fighters and barbarians, something, something, something. Start with a bonus to athletics. Oh, it puts the tooltip text there. In the log. I finally reached the Gilded Vale. It's not quite what I was expecting. It is a bit dark. There's not much of a welcome party here. There's a guy named Clink. Cough, cough. There's a guy named Clink over here. I feel like I'm being funneled in one direction. Oh, man.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree. There's a tree here in the center of town that has like a dozen hanging corpses hanging from it.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
He appraises you over half-moon spectacles and scratches his chin. What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
You said something about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before. He blinks. I forgot that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck, in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. That foul, blasphemous pretender. I see. Lord Rydric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. Ugh, got something caught in my throat. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Enguithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Baroth have mercy, we certainly have. I fear speaking too much about this now. I chose that second option because I wanted to feel out his response before I said more about it. I didn't want to just blurt out that I had some weird disease or something. Yes, maybe so. Maybe you're correct there. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. Oh, well, it looks like I have no choice but to blurt out that I had a close call with a bivouac. Here I wanted to keep a low profile, but apparently that is not to be. Say, I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a bivouac. Is there anyone in town who can help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
I see how it is here in this town now. Well, goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
It's a bell.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Baroth must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? 'Cause I came here from the archipelago for some land. See, I'm a merchant. I would like to make a lot of money from, land. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Before you go, what happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. All right, farewell. Addendum added to the Visions and Whispers. And the quest completed. The Gilded Vale. Gilded Vale is said to be one of the most prosperous villages in the Deerwood, full of opportunities for work and wealth. Well, I'm not sure that's true anymore. I am to seek help for my condition. I've been hearing sounds with no source and seeing things that aren't there. The magistrate advised me to get some rest while I wait for permanent accommodations. That may be the best thing to put an end to this illness as well. Yeah, can't stop coughing. Can I check some corpses? You said I could loot some of these corpses. What if it's not the baby? Maybe Kulsk managed to... Hush, are you mad? Leave it for indoors. Don't mind me, I'm gonna take these mushrooms. Can I speak with any of you folks? Hey, villager. Tuchanu's one of the best smiths in the Deerwood, but his stock's been lousy lately. The crops are blighted. The legacy is upon us. This place is cursed. I was led to believe this was a land of opportunity for great riches. You see, I am a merchant from the Pirate Islands. I was told that I would make a great deal of money by coming out here. Oh. There's a person standing here. Gilded Vale. Hello. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. I will reach out for the soul. You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At their head stands a commander, awkward in full armor but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There's a twist to his mouth. His countenance is grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder, deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as Stygian clouds race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. Whoa. What was that? Okay. I guess we're not talking then. That was Gilded Vale, whose name is Red. There's a couple other villagers here. Okay, the Gilded Vale is a large place full of people to talk to, it seems. Edir, Eloth. There's a Black Hammer smithery. There's an Ingroad's house. There's a windmill. There's an East Road. There's a Blackhound Inn. Well, I was told to go to the inn, so I guess I'll go that direction. Location discovered, the Temple of Eothas. Oh, there's stairs here. There's someone standing over here. Eder. Smoking a pipe, it seems.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
That sounds like Matt Mercer. Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Yeah, okay, well, I guess that's not a lot of dialogue from them. It seems we'll get more dialogue later, I would imagine. Things are bound to get worse now. Don't be stupid. They can't possibly get any worse. One of the okay, you said that. It's the same dialogue again, talking about the smith. Oh, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on here? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show what these fancy Adiri manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners and especially not from Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
The second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He stinks of sour ale.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
Oh, that's definitely Matthew Mercer.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
I feel like things are escalating. Perhaps we should calm down.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
All right, hold on. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. No one gives us orders, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Well, I mean, it is Matt Mercer. There's 3 of them, and only 1 of me. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for a whisper of treason on an angry townsman. Whoop. Okay, well, I guess it'll do. Okay, I got one of them. Oh, damn. 1 down. That was quick. Oh, yes. He's helping. Oh, now he's fighting. Wow. I cut down all 3 of them. Like they were nothing. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Why is your accent changing so much? You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
Tell me about yourself, Aloth.
Well, I'm a wizard by training. and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
Well, I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
He leans closer. Several hooded figures operating a strange machine? Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
So, what are you doing in the Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
He cocks his head, looking at you. And you? Well, I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. So, just how did you manage to cross those 3 drunks that I saved you from and murdered in cold blood out here on the street?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I actually heard the same thing, Aloth. For just a moment he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Oh, my stomach's growling. You don't exactly look like a settler, by the way.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
It would be really great if you, the voice actor, would answer all of my questions. Anyway, I guess I should get going because that's all the lines I have to say to you.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
He gives you a guardedly hopeful look. Well, I prefer to travel in numbers too, because there's only one of me and I could easily die. So let's go.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Excellent. I've got Matt Mercer in my party now.
Yes?
Aloth. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? I don't need to talk to you after all. I gotta loot these corpses. I murdered 3 people in cold blood on the street. I'm sure there will be no consequences for that. I don't need these clubs or anything, do I? Should I just take this stuff? Yeah, I'll just take this stuff. I strip them bare. What kind of a person are you, Aloth? You have less endurance than I do. You are a 2nd level wizard and a wood elf. Well, we've got the spell casting covered.
Indeed.
Well, I guess we'll go into the inn, because that's what we're supposed to do. I'm sure we'll have plenty of rousing conversations in here. The food here's been awful lately. Think rats have gotten into the larder? Oh, they're both saying the same thing. Let's talk to Pasca, the innkeep.
Greetings.
The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today. She sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. You know, I could actually use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Maybe later. Well, actually, let me see what I have to work with. Oh. I can recruit adventurers from here. I can recruit a level 1 adventurer for 250 copper. Which I don't have yet. There's a store. There's rooms. Wow, they are expensive. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. The laborer's rest. Okay, so different bonuses for different things. Or just sleep in the common room for free. I feel like that's probably what I'm going to have to do. They've got some beer and stuff. Okay, so looks like the consumables do, you know, various little buffs. They got camping supplies for a ridiculous amount of money. Retraining, okay. Party management is here. No companions available to hire. Okay. Well, that was exciting. What? There's light coming through the stained glass window.
Yes?
Let's talk. Any thoughts on what I should do next, Aloth? Well, you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. Tell me about Adir. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I've always think of the forests and fields of Adir as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk. More attentive to insult than to duty, but as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself, anyway. How long were you in the Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Presumably, we were to speak about that after we left the place, because it's all in the past tense. Well, I'm actually not sure what to do right now. I don't really feel like I need rest. I mean, I've still got my camping bonus. Oh, I was supposed to not camp here. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So what was supposed to happen was I was not supposed to camp out there, and then I would get to the inn and I would still be fatigued, and then I would sleep and get rid of the fatigue. That's what was supposed to happen. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Gross. The magistrate advised me to get some rest while I wait for permanent accommodations. I mean, I guess I'll just sleep in the common room, just to do it.
How do you do?
Hello again. Anything I can do for you? We still have rooms open, and it's never too early for a drink. I would like a room, please. You know, actually, I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left this poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Wait, you mean there's a dog hanging around here? The place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. And you only serve porridge? Did I hear you correctly earlier? Aloth looks at you and shakes his head quickly. It isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in the Deerwood. We've had a damnable run of luck, it's all. It's been a bad season for the crops, and we're running low on supplies. I sent Tenforth up north to stock up. Tenforth's our cook, you see. An artist with a good roast. But it's been days since he was supposed to return, and we haven't seen any sign of him. She sighs again. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't turn up. Well, I could try to find him for you. Really? Her face brightens. I'd be grateful to you if you did. He was traveling through the Valewood. It's probably nothing. A broken wheel, maybe. But I do worry. Oh, actually, I did see a whole lot of bandits up there. And there was a camp and a lot of bad people. You know, actually, I think I saw him. He was cooking for them, I think. I think he's turned into a bad person. You see him safely home, and I think everyone in here will sing your praises. Nobody much likes my porridge. Well, okay, I'll see what I can do. I know exactly where that is. In the meantime, I'd like a room, please. Of course, we keep them nice and tidy. Just give me the common room. I'm cheap. Rest in the common room for 0 copper. Yes. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher! You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. The party has gained 464 experience. Yay. Find the dwarf woman from the dream. That's my new task. Well, I had a terrible night's sleep. I had strange dreams. How did you sleep, Aloth?
How may I help?
I guess you aren't gonna tell me about your dreams, huh? Well, it seems like a good place to stop. We made it to the inn. We made it to the Gilded Vale. We got a task to go back and rescue that guy from the bandits. I think with 2 of us, maybe it'll go a little better. And we got a task to find a dead dwarf woman. Anyway, that's it for now. See you later.